Since Obamacare passed, there has been 80,000 more deaths. Since Obamacare passed, there is not a study out there that shows that anyone had any positive effect from expanded Medicare except for women and children. And women and children, that coverage was not expanded.
And you know why? It's bizarre, but you know why they think those numbers are like that? It's not because you go to the doctors, like healthcare improves.
Yeah.
It's because, are you going into this? I don't want to.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Because they believe what is happening is people who did not have insurance before, who are healthy, okay, and don't really need insurance, or would not have needed it. They would got through the year, they would have been healthy. But they were previously uninsured. Now they are, a good portion of these people have been able to get access to things like opioids, which are starting addictions, and they are overdosing. The overdose rate is actually explaining much of the difference in the death rate. It's showing up in places where Medicaid was expanded at a higher rate than in places where it wasn't. So we know the opioid thing's really bad for everybody. However, it's worse in places where you've increased and given away free insurance, where these people are going to get the free drugs and they can start addictions or worsen them, or free up money to buy worse things like heroin.
Isn't that fun?
And
that's so fun.
I mean, like, again, you can never predict these things. There's always unintended consequences. Certainly, Obamacare was not passed with the idea to kill people.
No.
But it's still,
And again, it's not Obamacare that has killed people. It is people choosing now what to do with their money or their doctor that's killing 80,000 more people.
Although,
and that was 1 year, and I'm not going to do what the left does. I just want to point out that when it comes to Medicaid, there is, with the expansion, grandma's not going to lose her Medicaid. Who's going to lose and have to go on to the government dole in another way are the only ones that were expanded, and those were for adults that aren't in a special, need. They're not the elderly, and they're not the women and children. That's who is supposed to be covered by all of this. They're the groups that grew. There was no impact. The only impact in positive health was for women and children, and that part was not expanded.
It's really beautiful of you to put it that way, but I am going to do what the left does. And I'm going to say Obamacare is single-handedly killing 80,000 Americans a year.
oh my God.
80,000 Americans a year with its bare hands.